Hey everybody, how are you? Guess what time it is? It's coffee hour with your coach, and we are going to be discussing number 7, non-rational stressful belief. And if you missed the first 6, you can go back into my video archive and you can listen to those and see if there's any that you may have, any that you may want to start working on. And if there is, I would say find yourself a good life coach, because there's so many of us out there that can help. And myself included, I'm always here for you too. So we're going to discuss a little bit about this. And number 7 is the following. So let's just get right into it. Hey, you have your coffee, because I've got mine and it's filled to the brim. Ooh, and it's hot. Oh, this is a good one. I just love my coffee. Hey, it actually even wakes me up in the morning. I have to have my cup of coffee before I even start exercising. I can't go right to water in the morning, I tell you. Ugh, I need my coffee. What about you? Do you need yours too? Okay, non-rational stressful belief. Now remember, non-rational stressful beliefs are things that happen when we were children, these beliefs that we formed when we were children, before we were able to rationalize right from wrong. So these things are, they're embedded in us, and a lot of times we don't even know that we have them. We don't even know that we're suffering from these things, and they really can put a hold on us from moving forward. And so it is so important that we get in touch with them and we try to figure out, wow, is this something that is embedded in me that I didn't even realize I had? And then, God, how can I work through this? And how can you help me see what I'm doing and how this is affecting my life, and how can I move forward from this? And so this is something very easily that can be taken care of. This is not difficult, hard work. This is something you can get past, and it can help you in so many different ways in your life. It really, truly can. Number 7 is this. I'm going to read these to you. You tell me if any of these ring a bell, okay? I'm not attractive enough. Okay, some of the clues that you may feel this way is you believe that you are too fat or too thin, out of shape, too short, too tall, or too anything. You judge yourselves to be inadequate in any way. So you just don't measure up. You just feel like you do not measure up. And you are always comparing yourself to someone else. Oh, so-and-so is so much more beautiful than me, and so is this, and so is that. And it's putting a damper on who you are and just how beautiful and handsome you are. Okay? How many times have I told you over and over again that we are created in God's image? From the very beginning, he tells us this. Correct. And so, God doesn't make mistakes. He just does not make mistakes. He makes us all exactly the way he wants us to be. And isn't it so funny how you can look at another person and you can see how beautiful that person is, but you can't see it in yourself? There's something that's not right about that. Okay? So we need to work on that. So if that is something that you feel you suffer from, we can work on that together. Okay? We can set up an action plan to put all that to a halt. Because the truth is, you are absolutely beautiful, just the way you are, or handsome, just the way that you are. You're exactly created the way that you're supposed to be created. That does not mean that you shouldn't be taking care of yourself. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be eating healthy foods, enriching your body. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be drinking water and flushing those toxins out of your system. It doesn't mean that you can gorge out on whatever you want, because God did not create you to do that. You know, eating is a pleasure, and eating, but it is also a necessity. Okay, and so we really need to keep it in balance, don't we? Certainly we can enjoy all that good stuff God created through us humans, right? There's nothing quite as so wonderful as going out on a nice romantic dinner with your husband or your wife over candlelight and having some, prime rib and baked potatoes, stuffed full of, your sour cream and your cheddar cheese and your real bacon, blah, blah, blah. But, if we eat like that every single day, we may be in trouble, shouldn't, don't you think? Might not be so good. So we do have to take care of our bodies. But you are beautiful just the way you are. God created you this way for a reason. And it's very hard hard for me when I hear people judging themselves, okay? But I don't hear them judging other people that way, you know? I mean, when you go to church, do you sit there and you look at other people and just are you judgmental about their appearance and the way they look and their hair color and their this and their that? If that's true, then you need to look inside your soul and figure out what is missing in me to make me feel this way about others and be so judgmental over such unimportant things, you know? Physical beauty, that is it's sad. It's a beautiful thing that God created, you know, some people to be gorgeous, you know, and it, but what are their insides like? I have met some very, very, very attractive people, and when I've gotten to know them, I don't find them very attractive at all. Because truly, folks, your insides are what matters. What you bring to the table. How you feel about others, how you treat others. I have met some people that I didn't find all that attractive when I first met them, and I think they're the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life now. The sparkle in their eye, the joy they bring to others, the love in their hearts, there is nothing more beautiful than that. So you need to give yourself a break, okay? We are not all supermodels. We are not all amazing athletes. Basketball players with physiques like athletes, okay? It doesn't mean that that's a dream of yours, that you can't accomplish that, but when it comes to judging yourself and judging others by appearances alone, that is very serious because it'll hinder you. It'll make it so that you cannot love yourself. It'll make it so you can never meet up to where you think you need to be. Your expectations are way too high. Judging yourself makes you feel unworthy, and it's not a godly thing. You know, godly things are small little convictions that come into our lives, and they're very loving, and they help us to grow. You know, they help us to see where we went wrong. God convicts; He doesn't condemn. God will convict you if you went the wrong way or you said the wrong thing or you hurt someone or whatever. Those are small little loving convictions, just like us parents give to our children when they've done something wrong. They're not hateful. They're not mean. They're very loving because you love them. You want to help them. You want to be there for them. That's how God is for us. Okay? Condemning yourself on your physique and your outer beauty and your weight and your height and your this and your that, it is plain not from God. God wants us to be healthy and to take care of ourselves, you know, and to take care of our temple, but by no means is our beauty does not come from our outer appearance. Our beauty comes from the God inside of us. You know, the God inside of us. And there's absolutely nothing that needs to be changed about you, unless it's for health reasons, okay, or to make you feel more comfortable. But hey, you're perfect just the way you are, and start working on your inner soul and your inner beauty, and don't spend all your time on all that outer beauty. Hey, I know, I'm growing up. Hey, I'm getting older, you know. What was once maybe physically beautiful on me is maybe not so physically beautiful on me anymore. Hey, there's a big wake-up call on vanity, right? But I've learned to love the person God has created me to be, because I don't think there's anything worse than disloving something that God created. You, me, whomever. You know, and I think it does a real injustice to our Father when we sit and complain all the time about ourselves. Especially when He is the creator of us. And so I would try and find some things that you find are special about yourself. Everybody has something special about themselves. Everybody has gifts. Everybody has something beautiful in them and on them and about them and around them. But it's up to you to find it. And if you're having a hard time finding that, then you need to talk to God about that, right? It's there. And if it feels hidden, it's time for you to dive down deep inside yourself and bring out the thing that is beautiful in you. Okay? Just like when a flower seed is planted, the roots grow deep and then it starts to sprout and then it blooms. Maybe you're just now planting these roots. Maybe you've just now planted that seed, but now it's time for you to find yourself and to grow, and it's time for you to bloom. And you need to do that without judging others, and you need to do that without judging yourself, because we're never going to measure up. We're never going to be perfect. One person might find us not very appealing, and another person might think we're absolutely beautiful, you know? And we just need to be who we are and who God created us to be. Because you are absolutely amazing just the way you are. And I really, really want you to realize that so you can bring your gifts forth to other people, to other brothers and sisters out there who need your love, need your testimony, needs your experiences, needs your soul. You know, did you ever realize that every year you get older, your body might start getting a little achy and, you know, it might hurt a little, ache a little, whatever, but your soul doesn't age. Did you ever realize that? You still feel just the same way as you did when you were 12 years old. Our body ages, but our soul is still the same. It's still the same. And we might get more wise, definitely. Wisdom as we grow, hopefully, if we're learning by our mistakes. But, hey, you're perfect just the way you are. So I really want you to focus on loving yourself, feeling worthy. Feeling worthy. You're God's child, and He created you just the way you are. Hey, listen, I'm going to, underneath this today, I'm going to put a story, one of my favorite stories, from the ugliest woman, supposedly, in the world, right? The ugliest woman, who I find is absolutely so stunningly beautiful. And I hope when you get a second, you will watch that clip that I'm going to put right down below in the comments. And maybe that will give you a little wake-up call as to not judging yourself and not judging others based on appearance. Okay? God bless you guys. You got this. We have one more non-rational, stressful belief, number 8, tomorrow. So please join me with your cup of coffee and we'll talk about it. Hey, 2016 is right around the corner and we've got some exciting things happening. Have you guys been journaling? Have you been discovering what worked for you last year and what didn't, what you want to implement this year and what you don't? Hey, the sky's the limit. We have a clean slate coming up, folks, and we're going to do 2016 together, and I personally cannot wait. So you hang in there. I love you. You got this, and you have a beautiful day. God bless each and every one of you. Take care. Bye-bye.